report, Orr bypassed his DOJ superiors to feed the dossier to the FBI, by Amy Moreno for truthfeednews.com. Well, does anybody believe this? That Orr bypassed the DOJ to feed the dossier to the FBI? Since the DOJ is covering for everybody, this doesn't seem fit to me. Let's move on and read what they have. We're learning more and more about Obama's former top DOJ guy, Bruce Orr. Orr is a key player in the deep state plot to take down President Trump and used his position within the DOJ and his wife's position at Fusion GPS to inflict as much damage as possible. Now we're learning that much of what Orr did to attack Trump, he did without the knowledge of his superiors' knowledge. So why aren't they forthcoming with the paperwork if they were not involved in it? You see, this totally contradicts everything that we know. From the Washington Examiner, Justice Department official Bruce Orr completely bypassed his superiors at the agency when he connected with FBI officials to share information he received from British ex-spy Christopher Steele, the author of the Trump dossier, according to a report Thursday. While President Trump and Republican lawmakers have been eager to use Orr's link to the unverified dossier to discredit Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, sources who spoke to ABC News emphasized that Orr was a rogue actor whose efforts held little sway. Nobody knew. He didn't tell anybody, said one former DOJ official who worked with Orr, who had been Associate Deputy Attorney General. It was completely outside the scope of what he was asked to do. It wasn't even close to his job. Orr is scheduled to give testimony to the Oversight and Judiciary Committees behind closed doors on Tuesday. In previewing what GOP investigators are poised to ask, Representative John Radcliffe of Republican of Texas told Fox News on Sunday that he and his colleagues would ask Orr about whether there was a bias campaign against Trump that led even further up the power chain in the Obama administration, particularly by ex-Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates. You mean you still have to ask that question? I mean, you can ask that question. We all really know the answer to that question, don't we? But if Orr gives that testimony that this is the case, I think Hillary's going to take over. And you know what happens to people that rat on Hillary? The real question that we need to find out from Mr. Orr was he just a rogue employee acting improperly on his own? Or did he have some authority from within the Department of Justice? And was Sally Yates aware of what he was doing, Radcliffe asked? You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. They're still asking questions on this. However, sources told ABC News that Yates and Orr's other superiors were kept in the dark about his actions. Of course, ABC News is going to say that Yates and Orr kept the superiors in the dark about his actions. Is that why the superiors are still trying to cover up any information? They're not releasing documentation because they were kept in the dark and they're protecting Orr and Yates? Really? Steele repeatedly was in contact with Orr via email, phone, and in person in the summer and fall of 2016, and Orr met with FBI officials to relay what he had learned. Orr also passed along opposition research from his wife, Nellie Orr, who worked for Fusion GPS, the firm that commissioned Steele's work, and a copy of Steele's dossier, which contained salacious claims about Trump's ties to Russia. However, the FBI had already obtained a copy. One of the FBI officials who met Orr was Peter Strzok, the former agent acknowledged in congressional testimony last month. Strzok once played a leading role in Mueller's inquiry and was recently fired from the Bureau over anti-Trump text messages he sent to a colleague whom he was having an affair with. And on it goes. A source familiar with the Russia investigation that Orr was a, quote, non-figure, a non-entity in all of this. Yeah? Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who is overseeing Mueller's efforts, had told lawmakers that his office never involved Orr in the Russia investigation under the Trump administration, and that Orr was assigned no role in it. And we're supposed to believe that, huh? Okay. Orr was demoted after it came to light. He met with Steel and Fusion GPS co-founder Glenn Simpson. Orr still has a role in the DOJ, working in the Organized Crime Task Force. Really? And amid a review by the Trump administration, the president said last week that he would very quickly remove Orr's security clearance. So we got the criminals investigating criminals. Yeah, okay. And Rosenstein had no idea. No. That's why he's so forthcoming. That's why the FBI and DOJ are forthcoming with documentation. They knew nothing about what was going on. Look, I'm not talking about the little guys. Yeah, this was a closed circuit within. But you're going to tell me that rat Rosenstein didn't know? Come on now. Come on now. They all know what was going on. They were working on it all together. So ABC News is trying to push that only Orr and, was bypassed everybody. Yeah, we're supposed to believe that. We're going to believe ABC News that's emphasized that Orr was a rogue actor whose efforts held little sway. Yeah, but he was doing all of this and nobody knew. Come on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.